This valley does not announce itself. From a distance, it looks like ordinary land, shaped by wind and time. But as the camera moves closer, the ground begins to betray its secret. Light reflects unnaturally. Shadows fall too sharply. What should be stone reveals the texture of metal, and what should be soil carries the scars of industry. This is not nature reclaiming machines. This is machines becoming the landscape itself. Rusted surfaces stretch endlessly, layered like geological time. Pipes cut through the earth as if they grew there, bending naturally with the terrain. Massive gears sit frozen, teeth locked in perfect alignment. Nothing appears broken, nothing appears looted. These machines were not destroyed. They were shut down with intention, sealed in place, and left to wait while centuries passed quietly above them. Up close, every surface tells a story of precision. Bolts are evenly spaced, panels fit too perfectly to be accidental. Thick corrosion coats the metal like armor, preserving what lies beneath. The silence here feels engineered. No loose debris, no scattered fragments. It is as if the final command was executed flawlessly. Stop everything, and never return. As the view widens, patterns begin to form. What looked like random metal hills align into rows. Trenches reveal themselves as corridors. The valley unfolds like a buried city designed for function, not comfort. There are no entrances for people, no signs of habitation. This was a place built for processes, systems, and tasks far larger than human pre. Some structures resemble containment units, thick-walled and sealed from every side. Others look like power conduits designed to move immense EEN. There are no warning symbols, no labels, no language left behind. Whatever operated here did not need explanation. It trusted its creators, and it trusted time to erase curiosity. From above, the true scale becomes impossible to ignore. The valley is not filled with machines. The valley is the machine. Layers upon layers interlock, forming shapes that only make sense when seen as a whole. Circles intersect with long, straight alignments, suggesting cycles, flows, and systems, repeating endlessly until they were finally allowed to stop. No roads lead into this place. No tracks show how materials arrived. The machines were likely assembled where they stand, piece by piece, over generations. This was not a temporary installation. It was designed to exist beyond memory, beyond relevance, beyond the need for maintenance or praise. Strangely, nature avoids this valley. No trees break through the metal, no animals nest between the cracks. The ground retains a faint warmth, as if energy once moved here so intensely that the land itself remembers it. Even decay obeys rules, spreading evenly, carefully, never collapsing the structure beneath. One begins to wonder what these machines were protecting. Their design suggests prevention, control, balance, not production, not destruction. Perhaps they held something stable. Perhaps they kept something from happening. Their success may be the reason no one remembers them. Systems that work perfectly leave no stories behind. The highest aerial view reveals something unsettling. The entire valley forms a deliberate symbol, visible only from far above. Not a warning, not a signature, but a marker. Proof that something important once happened here. Quietly, efficiently, without witnesses. A record written in iron instead of words. These are not ruins of failure. They are leftovers of completion. The task ended, the systems shut down, and the world moved on without ever knowing how close it came to needing them again. The machines stayed, buried with patience, accepting rust as their final uniform. The corrosion present is uniform, a slow, patient skin formed over centuries. It has not eaten away at the metal in jagged patterns, but settled over it like a blanket, sealing joints and seams. This suggests alloys of incredible durability, designed not to resist time entirely, but to negotiate with it. Their failure was not a structural inevitability, but a scheduled conclusion. They were built to last until they were no longer needed. Light plays tricks here. At noon, the valley is a stark map of sharp contrasts, every dent and ridge highlighted. At dawn and dusk, however, the low angles soften the edges. The metal glows with a warm, copper-like hue, and the deep shadows fill the trenches, making the massive forms appear to float on a sea of darkness. In these moments, the machine almost seems alive, breathing in the slow rhythm of the planetary cycle. There is a profound geometry to the structures. Circles are nested within squares, pipes run in perfect parallel, and support beams intersect at precise 60-degree angles. Yet this geometry is not rigid. It follows the natural contours of the valley, bending and dipping with the land. It is the marriage of absolute order and organic form, suggesting the builders saw no distinction between engineering and geology. They shaped their systems to the earth, not the other way around. One cannot find a single fastener that is loose. Every bolt, every rivet is still torqued to its exact specification. This attention to detail on a monumental scale is humbling. It speaks of a civilization that did not just build things, but perfected them. Their standard was not mere functionality, but flawless, eternal execution. The very nuts and bolts defy entropy, holding fast long after the hands that placed them have turned to dust. The lack of access points is the most telling clue. There are no ladders, no catwalks, no doorways scaled for human use. Maintenance, if required, would have been performed by other machines or by systems internal to the structure itself. This was an autonomous ecology of steel and purpose. Humanity, if it was ever present, was an observer, a curator or a beneficiary, but not an operator within this sealed, self-sufficient realm.